These days, she's called the Queen of Pop, a musical maverick and simply madged by people trying to annoy her. We're talking Madonna here, of course, but back in 1984, few people believed that a woman who looked like she struggled to dress herself in the morning would go on to rule our lives. Oh, how wrong they were.
She seemed like she was like you. She didn't seem too groomed. She seemed cheeky. She was attractive without being sophisticated.
She's gorgeous, she can dance, she can do everything. Sexy.
She genuinely understood the power of image and exploited it to its fullest.
She sang Holiday and she did this dance, which I can demonstrate, which went kind of like that. And we thought it was brilliant, tried to copy that at home.
Madonna's very early look, certainly when when we had a photo shoot with her, was black rags in the hair and black sort of sawn-off sweatshirts, black footless tights.
He was functional, I think, initially. The sexiness came on second hand in the clothes, but Madonna was sexy, period, so one, goes with the other.
Lots of bangles. And too many accessories, not one belt but three, not one bangle but 70.
Well, I describe it as very free and easy, very loose, lots of jewellery, lace. It's very undisciplined. She puts together just anything that she likes.
And all the chains, the kind of crosses and things. My dad tried to have a really serious conversation with me about it, going, do you really think it's wise to wear a cross? Isn't that wrong?
It was very much about movement, because she was an excellent dancer.
That was her early urban urchin slut period. It was always blatantly, everything was about sex, and her belly button, which she discussed freely and at length, more than the Dalai Lama discusses peace. Madonna discussed her belly button.
All of a sudden, here comes someone singing like a virgin, being touched for the very first time. And I think that the first time you sort of heard those lyrics, you couldn't believe it. It's like, wait, they're going to put this out on the radio?
Oh, and when Like a Virgin came out, that song, it was deathly at school. I mean, we were actually punished. You'd get sent to detention if you started to sing it. There was a real anti-Madonna thing going on there.
I remember that there was this talk of having a black outfit, black virgin, and I said, let's keep your purity. I mean, who's gonna believe it anyway? But Like a Virgin is pretty obvious. We go for a wedding dress, and because I wanted to mix also the rock thing, the gloves were lace, but then I cut them off.
The video again was an object of great amusement for my friends and I. She's swanning through Venice and sort of riding on top of a gondola and wearing a bridal gown, which no one could understand how she had returned to virginhood when clearly she was a woman of some experience.
Mandy Cutting is a college girl, lives in a bedsit in North London. Mum and Dad back home at Deal in Kent. For her, Madonna has opened the door to a new and more exhilarating way of life.
I like it because it makes people notice me, and I'm not just another one of the crowd.
It was a new craze. Everyone had moved on from like the punk era, the new romantic era, and it was just like Madonna crazy.
Outside the disco, come midnight, more Madonna fans are still queuing to get in, while the lookalike contest is reaching its noisy climax.
Right guys, men, you want to take a walk?
We went in there and they said, oh, go in for it. And I was going, no. They said, no, go for it. You'll win loads of prizes, it'd be a laugh and everything. So I did. And I won.
I don't see myself as a boy toy. I go out to enjoy myself and I love teasing, but actually I could say I was a boy toy.
It's funny looking back. You always remember yourself. But when you actually get to see yourself, it's like, wow, did I really say that? Did I really do that? And I was thinking, yeah, I did. And at the time, that was me.
And for her, like Madonna, virtue clearly has its own rewards.
Good stuff.
having followed Madonna's career and eventually interviewing her, you realise actually she's completely exceptional, and there are very, very few people like her at all. But when she first started, she seemed like she was attainable, and she seemed like that you could, with just a few more bangles, you would be like her.